Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's been like oh guys, I have this very bad background sound right now. Uh, so I have this very bad background sound. My neighbor is trying to build a new house and he has a lot of carpenters in there today. And I live by the road, so there might be cars going back and forth. So yeah, I'm so sorry about the sound. So as the title goes today, I'm going to be sharing with you my step one experience, my USMLE step one experience. Now, for those that are new to my channel, my name is Dara. I'm a foreign Caribbean medical student, which means I'm a Nigerian studying medicine in the Caribbean. And I've been here for a while. I've been in the Caribbean since 2015, and I'm currently in my fourth year of studying. And yeah, so I'm just going to go straight into this video. For those that have been keeping up with my videos, you know that I have been preparing for the USMLE step one for a pretty long time now, and I've had some very annoying delays. Like, I had my passport that was ruined by the Hurricane Maria, so I had to extend it, and that took a very long time. It took like 3 months to get extended because they kept it in Jamaica for a while, and I don't know why they didn't give it back to us. I don't really know, but it really takes a while. So I finally got my passport back in December. So obviously I had to extend my eligibility period. Now I had an eligibility period from October to December, so I had to extend it from January to March. So yeah, that was not the biggest setback, but big enough. So I had to be studying, which wasn't so bad, right? And yeah, I mean, life isn't easy, right? But we are tougher, right? We try to be tougher than life. So, anyways, I wrote my exam in March, in the ending of March, and I got my results in the middle of April. And oh my goodness, when I saw my result, I was like, yo, I mean, I was so afraid when they sent that result. My heart was beating. I was in the hospital. I was doing an elective rotation in neurology. So I was very early. I was waiting for my doctor. Then I opened my email and I see a report from ECFMG saying my score is not available. That I have to go to my ECFMG account. And I go to my account and yeah, I open my results and yeah, I see my score and oh my goodness, oh my god, I am so like oh god, it's finally over. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing my step one experience, especially what happened around the period of my step one, because I feel like there are people that might be in the same situation or might find themselves in the same situation, and I just want to tell you that you're not alone. I mean, a lot of things happen to people during this exam that can delay your exam date, or just very difficult situations. So I don't want to share my own difficult situation. I mean, it might help you with yours, I hope. So yeah, I'll just go into the long story. So when I finally got my passport, so I said I was renewing my passport, right? So I finally got my passport in December. So initially I had put UK, that is Europe, for my location, right? Because I felt like, well, my brother is in UK, it will be comfortable for me. I won't have to rent a hotel. I'll just stay in his house and I'll be able to chill after my exam. I'll be able to chill for a while and have a little bit of a break after my exam without any added expenses. But when I got my passport, I mean, I was kind of scared of applying for the UK visa because the dates they had were like later dates. Were like in February, and my exam, yeah, I remember the dates they had were in February. That is for their appointment for going to the embassy. The date was in February. I'm so sorry about that sound. And my exam was in March. So I was like, this is very sketchy. I mean, what are the chances that I'll get a visa, and if I don't get the visa, how do I go about changing my location? And remember that you can only extend your eligibility period once. So if I missed out on this chance of writing the exam, I'll have to start applying for the exam again. And anybody that has applied for this exam, you know how so stressed out it can be. So that is not something I was considering. So I just opted out of the Europe location and changed it to Latin America. So I changed my location in January. I sent them a request to change my location, and you have to send the request. You have to post it to Philadelphia to the ECFMG. So that's what I did, and I paid 70 USD for that change. So I think about 2 to 3 weeks later, it got back to me, and they had changed it to Latin America. So yeah, so I opted to write it in Trinidad because I felt like, okay, Trinidad is just close by, it's an hour's flight, it's cheaper, and I'm more certain of getting a visa. So yeah. So guys, like I was so shocked when March 6th I got an email from the immigration in Trinidad saying that I had been refused a visa waiver. I was shocked to my marrow. I mean, I legit cleaned the refuse to see if to change. I I thought maybe I wasn't seeing right, so I changed the position of my laptop. I was so shocked. The first time, okay, they send you this email, then they attach a PDF that has the response to your application, whether you were given the waiver or not. So when I saw the PDF, I was like, yeah, I've gotten the waiver. I'm going to text my brother and say I've gotten it. But I was like, okay, let me just open it. And I opened it and I saw refused. I was so shocked. And I remember that day I was in the library. I had been studying as usual, and I just felt really sad and very burnt out at that moment. I just left the library and I started sobbing. I started really crying. And I couldn't even tell anybody, right? I mean, I was 2 weeks before my exam. My exam was set for the 21st, that's 21st of April, 21st of March. And I had been refused a visa on the 6th of March. I was so depressed. I was so depressed, guys. God. I remember that day I cried so bad. And then I was like, okay, what do I do from here? So I messaged them. I told them my own situation, that I'm going to write exam. There's nothing special I'm doing in Trinidad than writing exam. Where did I go wrong in my application and all that? So I think they responded to me like in 2 days time, and they're like, yeah, that I can apply for the visa waiver again. And they didn't tell me where I went wrong in the application. I sent them again a message like, okay, like where did I go wrong in my application? How can I make my application better? And they didn't tell me anything. So I kind of like added more details to my application. I tried to improve it. I did a lot of, because you just scan some documents and send to them. So I scanned more documents and all that, and I sent to them. So usually they respond to you when they see these documents that you send, right? They'll tell you that, hey, we have gotten this document and we'll get back to you. So this time when I sent them the document again, I wasn't getting that response. So I was kind of worried, you know. I was really, really worried. I kept messaging them every day and I wasn't getting anything from them. I was so worried. So I was drawing closer to my exam. When I got to like a week before my exam, I realized that man, I have to postpone my exam. So I looked for another available date, and 25th was available. So I postponed it to the 25th of March. But the mistake I made, I had already bought a flight ticket for the 21st. So I had to forfeit that flight ticket because I bought it from an agent and they weren't refunding. So I just had to forfeit it. And by the 18th of March, I hadn't gotten my waiver. They hadn't responded to any of my messages. I messaged a very one of my mentors. I told him everything that was happening. He tried to get in contact with them. He called them and called them and called them and called them and called them. Finally, they picked and they told him that they are having problems with their email system. They are having problems sending down emails to people. So that I had to wait, and he was asking them that is there any other way that they could send the email. They are saying no, that okay, that I have to authorize that they can send it to someone else's email because they are not able to send me emails for some reason, that they are working on their email system, blah blah blah. So the next day, I think that was after the 21st. Okay, the 21st. Okay, let me just go back. Sorry. On the 21st, since I had that flight ticket, I hadn't gotten my waiver. I was still messaging them. They weren't responding. So that day, I think that is the 20th is the day I told my mentor about everything that was happening, which I feel like from like thinking now back, I feel like maybe I should have told more people about what was happening before then. I feel really silly about that, but anyways. So yeah, so tell people about your problems, please. Don't be like me trying to solve your problems by yourself. You might see people that actually know what to do and how to help you. Trust me. So yeah, I think I should take that advice really because I'm so bad with telling people about my problems. So the 21st, right? I went to the airport. I don't know, I was just so crazy that day because that was the day I really intended to write my exam and I'd been working for that day. I had a timetable slashing down dates till that day. So I went to the airport that day and it's funny because I had already extended my exam, right? So I don't know what I was trying to do. Okay, my flight was on the 19th. Yes, my flight was on the 19th of March, right? So on the 19th of March, I went to the airport and I tried to fly for some reason. And I told them I was writing exams. I thought that maybe they will allow me to fly and they will understand that maybe I'm writing exams and blah blah blah. My exams are already around the corner. So but they didn't, and I ended up forfeiting that ticket, and I came back home, and I think that was the day I went to the barber and cut my hair off. I mean, I really scraped everything. It was way shorter than this. It was like my scalp, you know, because I was so tired and so sad. I just had to get some relief, and the relief I got was from getting my hair off my head. So yeah, so that day was very very hard for me. I was so tired. I couldn't study. So throughout that day, I watched some stupid season movie on Netflix like throughout that day. In fact, throughout that period, I don't think I read. I think I just watched movies, YouTube, all the things I was missing out on. I was like, well, whatever, maybe I'm never writing this exam. I had kind of come to a place where I had almost lost hope, so my mentor kept calling them and calling them. So I think it was on the 21st they got back to me. I think it was that morning or some morning that he told me to call them, that I should talk to them, and I should try and I should try and get an email address that works to send to them. Alright. So he he told me to call them. So I called them, and that day my my roommate, my friend, she spoke to them, and I authorized them to send the email, the visa waiver to her email, and they they sent the email to her. They sent the so I called them and I authorized them to send the waiver to her. And you know the funniest thing, I wrote an email. I sent the authorization letter through my email, and they got it, and they sent the visa waiver to her, and she got it, and then they sent the visa waiver to me also. So I don't know if it's that their email system just started working at that moment. I really don't know, but I'm just glad I was able to get it and I was able to write my exam. So that was a very, very, very funny experience that happened before my exam. So I just want to encourage you, I mean, we all have things that happen to us that are not in the best of our interest. I just want to encourage you to not give up, especially when you're very, very close to the finish line. Don't give up. Keep pushing, keep pushing. You never know how close you are to the finish line. So just keep pushing. And from everything I've said, I think there are some things I can take home, my mistakes. I think the biggest thing is just making sure that you have everything set before your exam. I mean, in my situation, it was more of there was really nothing I could do, because I had already booked my exam and I had to renew my passport. I didn't have any choice in that. I had to renew it. So, quite a unique experience, and I'm sure not so unique that nobody has experienced it before. So, duh. Yeah, so that was my own experience, and I think I traveled. No, I think I traveled on the 26th of March to Trinidad. I think I got there in the afternoon. Then the next day, which was 27th, I wrote my exam, and it was first of all I didn't like the guest house. It was they had to give me a room that they don't usually give to visitors, and they gave me that room because they had already rented the other one because they weren't sure I was coming anymore. So I had to just take that room because I don't know Trinidad, I don't have friends in Trinidad, and so I just took what I was given and paid for it. So paid for it. I didn't like it because the bed was kind of sloppy, very, very sloppy. And okay, they had this other small bed that was better. He would have just asked me to lie down on that bed. That bed is useless. But I mean, I had to figure that out. So half of the night I slept on the other bed, and I didn't really enjoy my night. So yeah, so the next day, I went and I wrote my exam, and it was kind of like a very, 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 very interesting experience. I felt like someone had beat me and just pushed me out of the door, and I don't know who beat me. So that's how the exam felt for me. I mean, it passed all in 8 hours, and I didn't feel like 8 hours had passed, but I felt really very, very exhausted, very, very beaten down and drained. So yeah, that's how the exam experience was for me. But funny enough, I took a break after every block because like I wasn't even ready to be exhausted. So I took a break after every block. I went out and ate. I think the hardest part of taking breaks after every block is the signing in process. Sometimes you come in to sign and you already have someone in front of you, like two people. That can really be very, very anxious to feel because you're like, okay, am I taking out of my block? How much of my break am I wasting? So that was the only problem. But apart from that, it was pretty cool, and yeah, it was a good experience. It was a fair exam, very thoroughly written questions, and whoever said those questions, I salute you. Very, very well written questions, and it was a good experience. So I mean, if you have more questions on how I studied and what I would have done differently, just hit me down in the comment section and I'll try to get through all those questions. And for now, bye, and keep coming back and watching more videos. Thank you.